Hey guys, Walt D 1911 here. How's everybody doing? I know it's been quite a while since I've had a video out there, but the last 5 or 6 weeks has been extremely busy for me. As you can see by the cap on the table there, I recently took the NRA Range Safety Officer course, and that's imperative for me to have with my new job. So for the last 6 or 7 weeks I've been working at my local gun club as a RSO, and it's been a pretty rewarding experience so far. So to actually work at the range that I shoot at it's a really great opportunity, and I enjoy it. So not only do we keep our customers and our members safe while we're on the range there, but it also gives me an opportunity to work with a lot of the new shooters that come out that maybe have purchased a gun for the first time, and they need a little bit of instruction, not only on safety policies, but a little bit on the marksmanship side too. But our basic job out there is to keep the range safe and make sure everybody has a good time. So I'm a happy camper at this point. But this video is not about that. It's about some upgrades that I did to my Glock 19. So let's take a quick look at some of the upgrades that I did. This is a Generation 2 Glock 19, which I purchased, I believe, back in 1991. And it was sitting in my safe for a while. But since this is the firearm that I carry while I am at work, I figured I would do some nice upgrades to it. So let me take you through that. Okay, first of all, let's do a safety check here. I do have a loaded pistol here. 15 rounds of Hornady Critical Defense, 115 grain bullet. However, our chamber is clear. Okay. So if you guys have watched my previous video on the Glock 19, I have a couple of them out there. I did a stipple job on the frame of this pistol. Now, this being a Generation 2 pistol, I absolutely hated the grip. It was very smooth on both sides of the pistol. However, the front strap and the back strap were really aggressive. And to me, it was really kind of annoying to shoot. At one point, I put some Talon grips on it. I liked that too, but it just wasn't 100% comfortable, so I decided to go ahead and stipple the frame. So as you can see, it came out pretty nice. So what I did was, since I'm a right-handed shooter, the right side of the grip here is just a little bit more aggressive than the left side. So this way, when I have the palm of my hand on that right side of the grip, it's nice and tacky, yet it's not offensive to your hand. I also did the back strap. I did leave some of the original Glock patterning back here, the pattern, but I did add a little bit of stippling to that, and I stippled just above. I also did the same on the front strap and on the trigger guard. Just the front of the trigger guard here and on the front strap. Now this gun sort of had a little bit of a finger groove. And I'm not a big fan of finger grooves on a pistol. So what I did was I took my Dremel tool and I completely rounded out this portion of the grip. Then I went ahead and I stippled it in a semi-aggressive pattern here. So it's just, for me, it's perfect. All right, your mileage may vary. You may or may not like that. You may prefer just the standard Glock grip, whether you have a Gen 3 or a Gen 4. And like I said, that's totally up to you and what you're comfortable with. So, the next thing that we did with this pistol is we dropped in a new trigger. Now the trigger is the actual trigger that was on the pistol from the beginning. What I did do is replace it with a trigger bar, a new trigger bar, a ghost trigger bar. So now we have a very nice, and the reset is just perfect. It's very smooth and very consistent through each pull. So I'm real happy with that trigger upgrade. Very nice. The other things that we've did here, all right, we put a new extended slide release in. All right, it's got just that little tab here, which makes it very quick during the reloading process. And an extended magazine release, which I don't know if you'll be able to see if the lighting's not that great. We have the extended mag release. Well, what I did with that, it was, since it was new, it was pretty sharp on those corners. So I just took a little piece of 800 grit sandpaper and I very, very gently just rounded off those sharp edges. So it's not quite oval, it's still square, yet it's very smooth. However, the serrations I left intact, so your finger will not slip off. Now, one of the biggest things I did to this pistol is I added some new sights. I got rid of the old Glock sights and I went with the Ameriglow fiber optic front sight with a Trigicon tritium insert on the front sight. The rear sight is just your plain black with just one tritium dot. So it's a very, very nice sight picture. And for my aging eyes, it was a definite plus to add that to this gun. Very nice. If you're not a fan of the Glock sights with that white front dot and that white notch rear sight, and you're looking to replace them, check out Ameriglow. I think you'll be impressed with them. And I looked at a bunch of different ones too. I looked at the True Glows, which was the two fiber optic green rear sights with the red front sight. I also looked at the XS Big Dot, which is basically just a very similar to this rear sight here, just black, one little white dot, then you have that big golf ball in the front. That was nice too, but after shooting one of my buddy's Glocks who had these exact sights, it was hands down the winner for me. It's a really, really nice sight picture, and I hope this camera focuses it. All right, let's see if we can get a better view of it. There's that front sight. Okay, and then that rear sight has got that little tritium dot right there. So basically you're just putting that orange dot right on top of this little tritium dot here, and it shoots dead on, nuts accurate. Very impressed with that. Oh, and one other thing I did, I did replace the recoil spring and guide rod just with the Glock captured recoil spring, you know, the polymer one, and the gun runs fine. I didn't want to add any weight by using a steel guide rod, and the Glock ones are very inexpensive. So you know, when you if you run into any problems, they're really inexpensive to replace, and I'm good with it. So now, as far as the rounds are concerned with this gun, again, I've been shooting this gun a whole lot, a real whole lot. and I'm probably close to 18,000 rounds through this gun, and it still has not malfunctioned. So extremely impressed with this gun, and I really, it's like a brand new gun. All the trigger springs were replaced on the inside. The striker was replaced. The striker spring was replaced. It's like a brand new gun, and it was relatively inexpensive to do all that work to it. I was able to get the all the parts at cost through the gun shop, and it worked out really well. So anyway, guys, that's just the update on the Glock 19 and some of the upgrades. And I hope you liked the video, and if you have any questions, let me know. I'll be more than happy to answer them. Again, it's like a brand new gun. Oh, one thing else I want to take you guys through really quick. I found another product that was recommended by our gunsmith, a CLP. Now, over the years, I've used different things. I've used Ballistol, I've used Hoppies, I've used Militech, I've used Slip 2000, FP10 by Shooter's Choice, and basically what we found is a product called Eazox Premium Gun Care. So this is something similar to Ballistol in the sense that it's a one-stop shop. All right, it's a cleaner, lubricant, and a protectant, and it's a really good product. It just comes in a spray can like this, and just a little dab will do you. You can do everything with this product to clean any of your firearms. Real easy to use. It's got sort of a chemical smell to it, but if you've used Ballistol in the past, this I think smells a little better than Ballistol. Actually, I don't mind it at all. But it's basically you can clean your barrel with it. You can clean every part with it. It doesn't affect any polymer or any type of finish. It'll work on everything. Stainless steel. Any type of bluing or parkerizing or the tenifer finish like here on the Glock. Now, I had a lot of holster wear on the Glock. Right? I mean, the gun's got some age to it. It's been in and out of a holster, I don't know how many hundreds and hundreds of times. So I had a little bit of holster wear up on the top here, and just a little bit maybe on the hood of the barrel, a little bit on the sides. But a couple squirts of the Eazox, and it looks almost brand new. What I like about this product is that it doesn't leave any kind of sticky or slippery residue. All right, it dries to the touch, yet it gives a nice luster to your firearm without being slick and slippery. I can even pull back my slide where there is no serrations. I also used it on the polymer lower here on the frame. The other thing you could use it on is you could just put a little dab, just a little squirt on a rag, and you can wipe down all your magazines. I also did the mag well, so everything just slides right in nice and tight, nice and easy, and it's just a great product. So I've become a fan of Eazox. Now, I haven't seen this around in a lot of places, so now throughout my travels, you know, if I'm in a sporting goods store or a gun shop or at a gun show, I look for this to see who has it, but I haven't been able to find it, except that we carry it at the range that I work at. So it's made in California, and I'm trying to see if there's a website on the can if you're interested. And they come in smaller cans. It'll come in like in a almost like an oil can, and they make smaller cans. I have a small one in my range bag, that I take with me. But this stuff is really, really cool stuff. I mean, the Glock is easy to clean as it is, but I could clean this whole gun up with a field strip in like 5 minutes. So if you're interested, or you're in the market for a one-stop shop gun cleaning product, check out Ezox. And I'm sorry, but I don't see a website here listed on a can, but they do have an 800 number. Oh, wait a minute, hold on. Now you know why I had to put new sights on my gun. Here we go. It's www.ezox.info, and that's EEZOX.info, INFO. I'll put a link in the bottom of the video. If anybody's interested, you can check it out. This can here is 18 ounces, and it retails for about 19 bucks. But with just the minimal amount that you need to do, you know, a typical Glock or any pistol, I mean, this can will probably last a couple years. So, all right, guys and gals, I appreciate you watching. I hope this was informative for you, and I'll try to get a few more videos out down the road, and maybe I'll be able to take you through our pistol range there and give you a little tour of that. All right, folks. Nope, this is Walt D 1911, and I'm out. See ya.